Good morning and welcome to We Are the Church. This is a ministry of daily encouragement from the First United Methodist Church of Orange in Orange, California. It's good to be with you. Let's play the music and get started. Well, good morning, friends, and a very happy Tuesday to you. Today I'm going to be reading a passage from the book of Judges, chapter 6. We'll meet a character there whose name you know, that is Gideon. Between the time when the people entered the land following Joshua and the time of the kings and the prophets, there was the time of the judges. These were characters that God would call upon from time to time when the equilibrium of God's people had gotten out of balance. And the judges that you will read about in the book of Judges were not called to a lifetime of ministry. They were called for a season to do something important. Not all of them were willing. In fact, many of them were quite reluctant to do the work that God was calling them to do, but God used them. It's a wonderful book. It's full of wonderful stories. In this particular story, chapter 6, verses 36 through 40, we simply see the uncertainty of a man named Gideon, who was being called by God to help deliver the Israelite people from their enemies. And then Gideon said to God, In order to see whether you will deliver Israel by my hand, as you have said, I'm going to lay a fleece of wool on the threshing floor. And if there is dew on the fleece alone, and it is dry on all the ground, then I shall know that you will deliver Israel by my hand, as you have said. And it was so. When he rose early the next morning and squeezed the fleece, he wrung enough dew from the fleece to fill a bowl with water. Then Gideon said to God, Do not let your anger burn against me, but let me speak one more time. Let me please make trial with the fleece just once more. Let it be dry only on the fleece, and on all the ground let there be dew. And God did so that night. It was dry on the fleece only, and on the ground there was dew. It's hard for us as human beings to know when God calls us, whether we are really hearing the voice of God or whether we're making something up in our heads. One of my best friends struggles with this a lot. He's one of the most faithful people I know, and he has given his life in service to the Lord for many, many years. He teaches a Sunday school class. He serves in his community. He has so many community recognitions posted on his wall. And yet he still struggles to know, am I just talking to myself, or is God speaking to me? So if you have ever had a hard time discerning the will of God, rest assured that you're not alone in that. There are times in our lives when it's very clear what we should do, but there are many, many times when I have cried out to the Lord, show me what I should do, speak to me. And it just seems like God's answer is, you speak first, Bill. I want you to take the first step. And after you do, I'll tell you whether you're on the right path or whether you're going in the wrong way. And here's the thing. God is never going to punish us if we step in the wrong way, but he will correct us. And there's a big difference. God's desire is that we end up moving in the right direction. God's desire is always that we walk the path that is right for us. But sometimes God desires for us to learn as we walk. And so God will let us make a choice. And when we make that choice, we will immediately know whether it was the right choice or the wrong choice. So the faithful response is not to despair when it's the wrong choice, but simply to make the course correction and know that God is not waiting there to punish wrong choices. God's desire is simply to get us going in the right way. But there are many, many seasons in our life, as there was for Gideon, a mighty judge in the book of Judges. There are many seasons in our life when we simply can't decide what's next. And if from time to time you come up against one of those, go ahead and put your fleece out. say, if it goes this way, I'm going to go this way. If it goes that way, I'm going to go that way. And then make your choice and step forward. It's not faithless to have these questions, because Gideon never stopped talking to God, and God will never stop talking and working with us. But sometimes we have to step first, and then God can take that movement and move it in the right direction. Just some thoughts for a Tuesday morning. And maybe thoughts that will help all of us get a little less stuck this day. Let's pray. God, how easy it would be to be faithful and to follow you if every answer were already given, and we would simply check off the boxes. And we do thank you that our faith is more dynamic than this, and that you call us to learn, Lord, as we walk and move. That you call us to learn about life, but also to learn about you and your inexhaustible love for us. So give us courage to take the step of faith, and give us courage to hear and respond in faith to you. And in those moments when we are not absolutely certain of what it is you would have us do, we ask you to guide and direct our movement as we go along. We pray this in Jesus' name. Amen. Well, one thing is for sure, right now we should be wearing our masks and we should be washing our hands. And we must be reading a psalm every day, because that's good for the spirit. And remember today to tell somebody that you love them. I'll see you tomorrow.